Leaving the DCFS worker inside your home is the one thing that I don't think anybody can come up with a reasonable excuse for. There are a lot of things unfolding right now with Taylor Frankie Paul, more developing in the story. I had made a video last night sharing my side, my thoughts, where I thought that this story was kind of headed, why we got here in the first place. And there has been more, information leaked today on the concerns that the state has when it comes to Taylor Frankie Paul being a fit mother for her children. Now, I feel like we could argue some of these specific points. There's a lot of talk about parentification with the young children. We're not talking about like an 11, 13-year-old kid helping mom out. We're talking about an 8-year-old. We're not talking about the young son who is about 5 years old, telling mommy it's okay. I feel like we can come up with reasonable excuses why these children may be doing that. I'm not excusing it, but I'm saying I can understand how and why people would come up with those excuses, or without more detail, really say, there could be more to that. Where I'm struggling is the entitlement, the privilege, the mental health concern of someone who is at the hands of the state of Utah saying, hey, if we can't prove that you're a fit mother, we will take your children away. And you getting so dysregulated, seeing something online, seeing something on social media, storming out of your home and leaving someone in your home to lock it up because you can't handle what they are saying. I'm struggling with anybody who can come up with a reasonable excuse on how this is benefiting her children. I have stated multiple times, the only thing that I really care to speak on at this point in time is the safety of the children, because we're watching an absolute shit show happen. But I can't help but kind of sit back and say, what kind of privilege do you have that you think you are above that? You aren't exempt. You aren't exempt from these things happening to you. You aren't exempt from your children being taken away from you. So you really have to sit back and ask yourself, what is going on in her mind that is making her comfortable enough to say, I don't give a fuck, and leaving the house? That is obviously going to be documented, and that's exactly what was documented. So that one move, that one move alone could have been enough evidence that they needed to take her children away. You're betting on your kids like that? I just can't get over it. I can't find the excuse to come up with how anyone is taking bets, gambling on risking your life and your children's life because you become so dysregulated and you're pissed off at whatever the worker is saying, whatever you're seeing on social media. This is so messy, and it's ridiculous is what it is. So anyway, I want to hear from you guys. What do you think about all of the new details coming out? Tell me your thoughts down in the comments.